and a good morning to everyone from Hong Kong. Today is the 4th day of February, and on the 4th of November, this 90 days ago, I started this project, and it's coming along. Got the solar panel, it's powering everything on the very top up there. Look up on the top. All that neglect is gone. Top deck looks very good, except my temporary wiring for my antenna, my marine antenna, that doesn't work. Waste of money. But anyway, I wrote a nasty review on West Marine's website for it. Okay, but that's all done. These are going. I still haven't put the aluminum. Last 3 days I've been down. I swear to God, I had that H2N1 flu, whatever it is. Boy, it knocked me out. 40-degree C temperature. I was just burning up for 2 days. Pounded a bunch of amoxicillin, and I'm standing upright today, so hopefully that worked. But anyway, back to the topic on the Bigfoot here. As you can see, it's got to finish up the gunnel on this side. Most of the Silcaflexing has been done. It's got to strip a little bit more varnish, and then that gets all finished. This side is ready for varnish, and as you can see, I'll attach to this. There was a time on my first video when I took on this project that this was all full of neglect. So let's go back to that little video and I can show you, and then we'll kind of continue on my 90-day progress. All right, talk to you soon. Hey there, hello again from Hong Kong. Well, here's the project. I have taken it on. Now, what are we going to start with first? Okay, well, I would imagine. Oh, and again, by the way, I've recharged I've replaced the little internal battery on these cam glasses here, so the actual timestamp is correct now. But I'm going to start here. Going to start on the roof of the V-berth. Now, as you can see, there's still, because it's plywood, it's marine ply, 3/4 inch. It's got fiberglass on it, and then other crap. Probably some kind of polyester fill. I gotta grind that all down. And we've got another one up here that's pretty nasty. So you can see the fiberglass is still good and intact. It's just what's on the top, so I'm gonna have to clean this off. We'll get some of the wood, because the first thing I need is power. So I'm going to put a total of 4 300-watt, 36-volt solar panels here, so I can keep the batteries charged, and I've got an inverter. So right now I'm going to be using a LPG, liquid propane gas, powered 2,300-watt genset to power my tools until I can get solar panels up, new battery bank in there that'll be able to handle the inverter. So I got to get power to it. So that's our first plan of attack. Then after I do that, I'm probably going to go and sand all of the sides here today. Just go over it once just to get off this varnish. Probably go grab the planer and plane down the sides if I can. Then just small DA sander to get some of the crap off. But I need to get the bow so it's able to provide me with the power. Today the sky is kind of crappy, so it's a gray day. Not too bad. Won't be underneath the scalding sun. But this is the first plan of attack, and the name of the vessel is Le Grand Pied, which I'm told in French means the Bigfoot. So hopefully this makes a good footprint and makes it obvious to Hong Kong boaters that we can live off the grid very efficiently with renewable energy and vegetable oil, biodiesels, and all that. We don't need to have all this stuff from the oil companies. But that is the plan of attack. So here she is. One last little look at the madness. And the varnish is just peeling away. See, it just peels right off. So we got to take her down. We got to get rid of it. So we're going to clean off. We're going to do the bow here. And it rained just the other day, so or got dew last night. Might have been misting, but we're going to have to reseal all of this. This is full of water, I think. Well, I'll have to pry that open. Get the tool, take it off. But anyway, that's where we're at. This is the first part of the restoration of Le Grand Pied, the Bigfoot. Alright guys, be good, be safe, be well, wish me luck, and next time you see this bow, should all be redone, and there should be 4 very large solar panels sitting right there. Okay, we'll talk to you soon. Be good, be safe, be well. Bye-bye. Alright, well, one last thing here. I got out some of my tools here. I just figured what some things that I found. Alright, I've ended up breaking my little putty knife. But those are the 2 worst areas that are here on the deck. So, be able to sand that down a little bit, clean up with acetone, and put in some filler, and that shouldn't be too hard. But one thing I wanted to show, I spent, I don't know, about 20 minutes or so, maybe a half hour, but underneath all that goo and that varnish lies some very fine teak. Very fine teak wood. Here's a sexy girl underneath all that oxidized, peeling varnish. That's gorgeous wood. Nice teak. But I'm going to bring this girl back to life. She is going to be one sexy boat. And she will be full of green energy. All renewable. So, that is where we stand today. I think today is like the 4th of November, 2014. And there's good wood underneath all that neglect. We're just going to call it neglect. But there she is. It's just beautiful orange teak wood. There's some little patches and stuff that I can make it work again. But it's just some teak wood. That is just a beautiful, beautiful orange. So, we're going to get this girl put back together. Be sexy again. Alright guys, be good, be safe, be well. Bye-bye. Alright there, happy campers. Well, yeah, it's lunchtime now. I gotta go grab some food. But I've got the 2 spots. I've ground those all down. Put down new fiberglass. All resins, all hard. Now I've just put in the filler. Got the first coat filler in. I've kind of gone down and I did a quick 40 grit grind on the top stuff, just on the outside rails here. Then I'll have to start using the DA and a scraper. And same over here. Did that as well. I've got to do the side, but it's getting there. Just kind of rinsed everything down. But I started to see what it takes to clean up these. Started to scrape off some of it before I sand it, but I think they'll clean up. It's just going to be really time consuming. On the inside it's not so bad, but it's just on the outside of each one. It really needs a lot. Tomorrow I'll get my planer, and just to get the planer I'll just skim everything straight off. I've got an older blade for the planer. I'll use that just to take the varnish down. The rest of it's just all hand sanding. I'll even take this off. So we'll get that all down to bare wood. Then out on the front here, I'll get that again as well tomorrow. Get it all down to wood. Get these sanded down, and then I've got to go over with polyester urethane primer, and then the next day I can go over it with the actual top coat. Should be nice and glossy and shiny, but oops, forgot one. So she's getting there. Well, that was my first start. I got they have tires on the side, but I got to get regular fenders like that. They had tires on it. So I've got a good start. I see that, you know, it's good wood. It's really good wood underneath it. And you can see I've got some small little areas. I've got to go chisel that out, put in new wood to it. I'll have to go underneath, get up, but once I chisel that out, it's still hard and solid. Then I've got to fill in around here, scrape that up. This is all going to have to be done by hand as well. But I see I've got some pooling here, so I'll have to go down below and see if there's a reason why that's tipped in, or if that's just we'll find out. But that's not hard. That's not hard to do. You just got to jack it up on the from the main rib, bring it back up. So the first morning of the restore, just to be able to get solar panels out, get the solar panels up on the front here, because I've got just enough for one. They'll be 1 meter wide by 2 meters tall here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll give me 4. That'll give me just about, basically give me almost 40 charging amps every day. Then up on the top here on each side, there's going to be 2 either horizontal or vertical access wind turbines up there. So as the wind comes over the typhoon shelter wall here, the breaker wall, as the wind comes over, that's due south. That's Ocean Park up there. But due south, or even from the north, is mainly where our winds come from. So during a typhoon, or just the winter months when we get our winter monsoons come in. So I'll be able to get I should be able to get 50 amps, charging amps out of the wind turbines on ideal conditions. And I know that with the sun, I'll have that. So be able to charge everything up. But it's a mess. We're working. We're getting there. All right, that's the first morning, and I'll keep you posted. Be good, be safe, be well. Bye-bye. Wasn't that a different picture than what we have right here? But anyway, 90 days, I've got a lot of things done. The one thing that will always make me pretty happy is my control center. So this is my 90-day review, and I'm still waiting for my network cables for this Morningstar stuff, but Morningstar stuff all seems to be working very well. It's keeping my battery bank all happy and healthy, and I'm living quite comfortably off of my 4 solar panels. So anyway, that is all done. That's in. And now what I need to do is on March 1, I should receive my sealed combustion chamber, 24 volt ignition and 24 volt DC blower, all with the pipe in here where the fresh air in and the exhaust all go out the one pipe. And I'll have that, but what I'm into is I've taken the door off. The door is stripped. I'll take you upstairs. This has all been stripped. I'm going to need to strip all these. But the outside face has been stripped here. Again, this is going to stay white with the polyester urethane. But I've taken all this off. This is going to be white inside here. There's going to be these trim pieces. Today, now I feel healthy again, I'm going to go and put heat up to these, just to these beams is all I got, because this has all been stripped. It's all been stripped here. And I've gone down. Sorry if the sun's blinding you here. Hopefully it has adjusted. I'm going to go down to this line here. This board is going to get removed, but this will all get revarnished. Again, more Silcaflex will go inside here. Clean that up, sand that down, and clean up around the windows, and then that'll get varnished. This will be white because it's the bathroom, so this will be white. That bottom will be white, and I'll work my magic so everything looks like it grew there. Again, shower goes here. Toilet will be over here. There'll be a shower curtain in between, and we'll tuck the sink in the back there. So it's a perfect shower and a place to do your business and make it go away. But that's what's happening now. So I'm on the inside to make it livable. I mean, it is livable. I mean, it's Hong Kong weather. 13 to 15 degrees at nighttime here, so in the winter, so it's not that bad. So when I do need to shower, again, I just do it outside. Being pretty much naked in the marina comes with the territory. But that's what I'm going to do, and it's very obvious that I have to strip all the wood. So this project is now come down to a point where any wood in here has just got to get stripped. So it's going to take a little bit longer, but that's not a problem. I've talked to the biodiesel folks, and we're going to be putting in B100 in the engines, so they're going to run on 100% biodiesel, and all government certified, and so it's a great group of guys that I'm working with for that. So again, everything will be on the biodiesel. This will be truly alternative energy powered, be it the engines and also the electricity. Right now, everything seems to be working very well. My monitors are doing their job. I've got my TV. I have all that. So the boat, after 90 days, has come a long way. The salon here hasn't really changed that much, but I'm starting to sand the door down. It's all been stripped, both sides. Both sides have been stripped. So I'm sanding here. So I just began sanding. And again, it's very, very, very tedious. Very time consuming. On these flat surfaces here, I'll be able to take the dual action sander to it. But this should only take about another day to get this down to 100 grit. And I'll be able to seal up the wood on this. But it is very, very, very time consuming. It's getting into these little nooks and crannies. So that's what's happening. I'm starting to, as I've got up to the bow done, and now I've just got some aluminum tape over this, but I've taken out this post, and as you can see, I've just picked at it, but again, that was just dry rot. Just dry rot. And even up here, just dry rot. So I've got some posts. They're used boat posts that are off of a boat that was decommissioned, and so that'll go in there. I've got some repairs on some of these around here, some of these posts, but I'm gonna begin work back here. But again, the bathroom, get that functioning to be completely functional. 100%, so I don't have to come out here and shower. And then start repairing this wood that's here, and then I will begin to close it in. So a door will go here, These bench seats are going to all go away. And again, I don't know if we can, in my planning process, he's moving pretty quick. That's definitely not 5 knots. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So what I'm going to do here is, on this side, is, if you can see, it's just over a meter wide here. So when you come onto the boat, there will be this wall here, and again, the LPG tanks are going to be in a cabinet here. They'll be inside a stainless steel tray that has a pipe that goes straight out the side of the hull. It will stick out probably about 2-3 centimeters, and that probably go like with a 1/2 inch or something. So if there's ever a leak, the LPG, because LPG is heavier than air, and it will go out there, and I've eliminated any explosion issues. But this will be here, and I'm going to have sliding door there, and then just some little stools that are here. But it will give a balcony type area in that, and yet when you walk in, I don't know, I may even have just a small sliding door to come in, a single entry. But when you come in, this will be the salon. I'll move this post over, but on this side here is where the large screen TV is going to pop up. And again, we'll have sliding windows there, because you have to get to the cleats when you tie up to the mooring when you come back. So anyway, that will be there. And then an L-shaped sofa will be right here. And then we'll just have more open space we have the bar for entertaining, and go up to the top deck where the barbecue and everything else will be. But that's the plan. And so over the next 90 days, I will continue to work down below in the V-berth, get that done, and hopefully I can go and get some other people to come help me strip off the varnish and that, while I'm up here doing this and doing the mechanicals, because I've got to do a lot of the electrical, because the electrical I've got, just the wires are underneath the floorboards, and everything is coming up to this area. I have not cut that in, but I've got the panels for my breakers and that. I just need to make the actual door that they go into. So the next 90 days is, I'm focused on the interior now. Now that I'm safe from any major elements, it's rain tight. It's rain tight. It's coming up to the Chinese New Year here, and after that we start getting some pretty warm days and some good sunshine, and plus the rainy season comes in, and I don't have to worry about any of that. So things are in a good place. So my original 6-month plan is kind of going to be probably around 8 or 9 months, rather than just a 6-month plan. And budgets permitting, again, because I'm living off a retired income, and that on what my draw is. I took early retirement, so it's not a pension or anything. It's just living, just doing this off of savings, little bits at a time, but being off grid is going to make this a nice liveaboard and an entertaining and a fun boat to bring family and friends and just to enjoy life. And that's what it should be all about. A good fun boat that I've brought back to life. That's the Bigfoot. Okay guys, that's what's going on in my world. And one more little peek. There is no more neglect out here. And this is all looking really, really good. Again, I've had the Silcaflex in on the gunnel, because there was a lot of damage. But 2 more days, I think, well, probably actually 1 day each. And this will have varnish on it, all sealed. And then the last thing I do is do the white on the deck here. The shipyard guy came over yesterday about going and doing the outside hull. We're going to get in, it'll be after the Chinese New Year, so after probably after the 26th of February, it goes into the shipyard. But overall, 90 days of hard work has definitely shown itself, and it's proving that it's well worth it. All right, guys, be good, be safe, be well. Bye-bye.